Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
Mama, all men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair!
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Rise and grind, wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, cause you experience us on the cusp of blowing up. Boom. Wake up, wake up. Rise and grind, morning show.
Oh, yep. Let's talk about selfishness around here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're supposed to talk when I'm talking. I got to cut that fan off, I guess. It makes that much noise, huh? Yeah.
I'm going to just turn you up.
We need that fan. So, good morning, y'all. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. We doing things real big here today. And I'm going to tell you why. I didn't go get no gas for the past 2 days, right? And I went to the gas station. I couldn't go last night because whatever happened on Davidson and Illinois was crazy. They had 8 state troopers and like 4 Detroit police officers and like 4 tow trucks. But only one car had the little lights around it. I just want to tell anybody who lives in the Detroit metro area, please be safe in the summer because it has been very reckless and dangerous. It has been reported that the Detroit Police Department only have like 18 units out. That's crazy to me. Knowing that the summertime bring heat. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the one and only Lake B is with us today.
Right. Yeah, let's liven up the show a little bit. Hey, everybody, I'm here. Yeah. I'm in orange and I'm pretty. The end.
When a person got to tell themselves that they pretty.
No, I didn't tell myself anything. I told you guys, hi, everybody, it's your girl, Lake B, and I'm pretty.
She is. She looks very nice.
How you undo this? How do you undo it?
You can't reverse it. You can't reverse the quality.
No, you just got to do it like this.
Now, the one thing, is it that DPD need help, right?
Yeah.
They hiring.
Yeah. No, they just hired a whole new fleet of people, but however, they're
gonna kill us all.
They're between the ages of 18 and 25. Though.
Yep, they're gonna kill us all.
So I think they really need to be trained for Detroit. We had a big fella in the building today. But he ain't making shit. So we introduced Dr. Calvin T. Mann is in the building, y'all.
What up, though?
What up, though? Cal, you are here today because you have something really going on that's big. You dropped something yesterday or today?
Oh, I'm dropping every day.
Okay, dropping every day. That's what's up.
Reconnecting the people.
Yeah.
To the gear.
And I want to get into what you're all about too. And I know you changing trajectories of building your businesses. However, it's something very important and it bothered me because I think when we did the the comedy show this past weekend, which I hosted. They do a program, and I really think that you and my pastor need to connect. Chanie asked me, why he don't hook up with Calvin? I said, I don't know.
So you had a comedy show this weekend?
I hosted a comedy
You
show.
didn't want me to come? I was gonna heckle you. You didn't tell me. See, one thing I wasn't invited.
We had it was on the show.
I was on what show?
it was on the podcast.
What?
It was on the podcast, sweetie.
The comedy show was on the podcast.
Yes. Yeah.
As far as the flyers.
The flyers.
When?
When
What
you was
podcast?
it started.
No, it didn't advertise it on my Tuesday.
It started on Tuesday.
No, you didn't. Not one time did you talk about a podcast last week.
No, we didn't talk about the podcast.
Okay, you didn't talk about a comedy show last week.
It started
Not on Tuesday.
Okay.
No, we had technical difficulties last week.
we always have technical difficulties when it comes down to.
I'm serious. Like last week was such a heavy show.
It was.
We did not talk about a comedy show last week.
Yeah, because you wasn't to cry and stuff.
Just learning from the best. Crying. It's always crying.
Cal, that's not funny.
He just know the truth.
He gonna shed a tear.
Two.
Okay.
One
Three.
thing's for so.
Okay.
Two things for certain. Miles tears.
Almost definitely. I'm a crybaby, but I love her. And I love what I love. So anyway,
that's right.
I love what I love. So shout out to Chanie Shan on the ones and twos, bringing us to you, y'all.
Hi, Shan.
Chanie being slick, not putting the camera on, but that's cool. We get it during the break. We get it during the commercial break.
Yeah.
She like, can you hand me that? Can anyway? Can you handle that?
Come on now.
The thingy.
Let's get this together now. Let's take two. Let's start the show all over. So you went to the gas station this morning. Did anything happen? Was it funny? Like liven up yourself, get yourself together.
I see.
People come in here to listen to us talk. They want to hear entertainment.
Wake up.
Well, why you here? Anyway,
Look,
so.
I told you yesterday I was gonna quit.
You know, I quit here every day.
Every week.
I quit every week. I be like, I call Shane like, Shane, I just can't do this no more. Shane like, Miles, right? Wake up, and then it go boom, and everything be back together. So let's go straight to today's topic, please. Today's topic is things to expect at a black cookout. Woo!
Does that make you laugh?
That made me laugh because, ooh. We got a few videos. Okay, so that's good. So let's go to the first video so I can cuss Lake out properly.
Off camera?
Off camera.
No, let's wait until we come back from the video. I want the world to see.
No. They be like, Miles is so abusive.
Yeah.
I think you love. Come on, man, you can't beat me, dog. I promise you that. Come on. Hey. Hold on, I'll be right there. Hey, who baby is that? Okay, y'all, come on. No, cause you better eat now, cause I'm not gonna cook when I get home. What y'all want? Hamburger? No, you're not gonna get something. Hamburger or hot dog? Okay, okay. All right.
Man, I haven't seen hamburgers and hot dogs at the black cookout in so long. I be seeing like crab boils.
I don't.
Crab legs.
Who?
Lamb chops.
That's not. It's not funny because it's not true.
I wasn't trying to be funny. It's very true.
There's always hamburgers and hot dogs. Actually, we're preparing for our. Do I got something on my face?
Yeah.
What?
Your face.
Y'all do barbecue crab rolls?
No.
That I mean, it don't even sound right for all that heat and butter and flies. I mean, like
artery clogging. It ain't gonna turn out good.
It's gonna be 87 degrees. Ain't nobody having no crab outside on the 4th of July.
Oh yes, they do.
Well, if
somebody gonna test it.
Somebody gonna do it.
But real talk. My family always gonna have hamburger and hot dogs because
you can never go wrong.
We definitely and
skip the kids.
My brother work at a meat market, so we definitely gonna have a case of that. We gonna have chicken wings. The kids can have the chicken wings, but when it comes down to the ribs, it get a little iffy.
Yeah, I would say this. I don't go to barbecues unless they got the burnt hot dogs. You gotta have the burnt hot dogs.
You have to have the burnt hot dogs.
The burnt hot dogs and the burnt sauce.
That's how you know they done.
She said, Chanie, stop. Chanie Young.
Y'all want to come over to my house on Friday for burnt hot dogs?
Sure.
Burnt hot dogs.
Hell yeah.
But I tell you, my parents so dope. They bought 10 slabs of ribs to make sure, because we don't play that what kids can eat. Half the kids don't eat pork anyway, so we don't care.
Good morning, Cal.
Good morning, Cal.
Somebody taking multiple plates home, okay?
Hey, look,
we not cooking when we get home all this food.
I'm gonna tell you one person who know I'm greedy. Cal called me during the weekend. He said, "Hey man, this event going on. You get free massages, pedicure, manicure, and food." And then I said, "Food. I am on the way."
Why didn't I get that invite?
For men only.
Okay, that sounds freaky.
Huh?
Who called you again?
Who was behind me?
It was like a five.
There's a few Asians here.
Wow, worky.
So chicken wing. Happy ending.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. No.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna dress up like a boy and get some free massages. And then I'm gonna treat hoes like hoes. Wow. I'm looking forward to it.
See, that's one of the things, because as a woman, you have to be a advocate for the women. But I do like the songs that sometimes don't be putting us in the best light. It's just a thing.
So
do you play that at the cookout?
Yeah, you have to. Now, what I will say is at the cookout, please be diverse in your music. Understanding in the early part of the day, that's for the elders. We are playing the old school music towards the 8-9 o'clock hour. That's when we can switch to the turn up ratchet.
You don't want to come over to my house.
Oh, is that all the time?
No, my father is controlling the music.
Oh, the whole time.
The whole time. So,
but y'all don't agree with it being half and half. That's a good party.
No, the thing is, like, the older people aren't going to sleep, so. Don't
at 8 or 9.
I mean, wait a minute. Did it? My mom's like, did she say hot ass pussy? Like, oh, it's children here. You know what I mean? Like, you.
That's why by 8 or 9, kids should be asleep, elders should be gone, and that's it. If the barbecue starts at 4, they typically there at 4.
No. First of all, barbecue don't never start at 4.
Now the food may not be served until 6.
No,
but the function starts at about 4.
Barbecue starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. It starts.
That's when you start cooking. That's when you start cooking for the barbecue at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
But when our family is together, and it's like the 4th of July, so the whole neighborhood is going to be like Baghdad.
So it's a block party for y'all.
No, it's fireworks. They've been doing it for a week now.
Yeah, a lot of people go broke during that time.
Yeah.
They had a firework thing out there yesterday, and we didn't know what the hell was going on. They was
fireworks making everybody else rich.
That's crazy.
That's true.
I will tell y'all this: if y'all expecting to see fireworks at my house, it ain't happening.
Okay.
But you can still sit on my porch, like,
because everybody else gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to concerts.
You can watch somebody burn up right across the street.
They be like this at the concert. They be just like this at the concert.
I swear.
I seen the whole tank set. I was like,
yes.
Be good.
Yes.
I saved my $42.
Good morning,
Good morning, Mika. Come on. That's my girl. That's a good one.
When you see when you see the people out on the porch, right? You watching, and you look around, you gonna hear somebody going, "Put it out! Put it out! Put it out!
Be up there scrambling.
Because you didn't set your ass on fire.
My son's father got hit in the nuts. We can't forget that pants on fire and everything.
Got to be more careful.
They wanted to use a bottle, a 2-liter, to set off one of those rockets.
And it went off the
That's
wrong
something
way.
that you can expect to see.
Tipped over and went over the wrong way.
At a black cookout. The fireworks going wrong.
First of all, I like some fire, but I don't want no fire on my
morning,
nuts.
Miss Monique.
So good morning, Miss Monique.
So
Roasted
definitely,
peanuts.
the first thing he said was somebody on the grill.
Yeah.
Pops. It kills me. Like in my family, like the men jump on the grill so they don't have to do shit else.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Don't jump on the grill without the right
well,
shoes.
Well, let's get into this, right?
Let's get to
this. Is a real
We have a grillian.
You have a grillian. You're not coming to my house, getting on my grill.
Right.
You sound like
it's It's territory. I know what I want to taste.
That's interesting. Okay.
Okay.
As a man, if you got a man, listen. I just had this conversation with my own son.
Okay. So he
You
can't
cooking.
even come over.
You cooking at your house.
And you bring the food.
Eric, go in, baby. You gonna make the sides. You got the what? This meat is meat.
So can't nobody cook the meat at your house but you. So what about, when they say like, okay, now it's our generation's time to start hosting stuff and cooking, and that's why stuff not happening because we are the new aunties and uncles now.
Mm-hmm.
So they still not qualified to come
Well,
over and
that's
cook.
at your house. You do it at your house.
Yeah.
Like
No, I'm offering my services at someone else's house.
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna teach you.
Your job is gonna be to make sure ain't no sticky cans around.
Right.
See, that's the one.
That the kids stay entertained.
Say that's it. Yeah,
You can run in the house and get the seasoned
Unless you
water.
got good
be
macaroni
back and
cheese.
forth.
When-
Yeah.
Oh, and you can run go get some ice.
Yeah.
No, for real. Store run.
No, I'm not running to get no
But,
Store
if-
run.
I'm taking
but you
somebody.
should have, as a woman, when you do show up, you should have that dish that everybody will enjoy.
Yeah.
I have to bring it.
No sugar in your macaroni and cheese.
Who put sugar in the macaroni and cheese?
A lot of people.
I put sugar in my spaghetti. Now my
How
macaroni and
much?
cheese. Enough to taste.
No.
See.
I like
Enough
it.
to cut, not enough to taste.
Never
You
don't
cut
put-
what we cutting.
You
You
don't
cut
put
the
sugar in
the
macaroni
tartness
and
of the
anything with
tomato
pasta,
paste.
because pasta creates
It's
its own
sugar.
and salt.
It tastes good to me.
Yeah, because you like sweets.
Okay.
She got childish behavior when it comes to food. Bro.
No, they do that. I got diabetics do that shit.
Okay, now, and if they didn't
do it.
stop,
No, that's because they are trying to get sugar.
Well, if you guys want to have some good traditional barbecuing with no fireworks, hit me up because my family we do barbecues well.
Okay.
Now the
That's
one
good.
thing that he didn't mention in the video that's always gonna happen, we gonna fight. We gonna have my brother on here now. I'm already mad at him. Just prepare for Friday.
We gonna
Because
fight.
he works so much. He always have an attitude. You always have that one person like my brother to be like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and he does it all with an attitude.
But
okay, thank you,
And then he
Mika.
got the little sister like, what you mad for? Shut up, Keisha.
Okay.
Shut up, Keisha. Get out my face, Keisha.
Keisha. That's the one.
It's always a Keisha there. I'm definitely.
That's the one.
I'm never late.
It
at
is.
the family barbecue.
It
I'm
is.
just Keisha.
okay, well, I'm coming over to
It
Keisha's house. I'm coming over to Keisha's house Friday. She gonna be so mad at me. She said, "Miles, I said 6.
Okay.
It's 12 o'clock."
Well, no, you'll be good.
Listen.
My dad, we gonna do some morning beers.
Oh, what?
We will be out there at 12 o'clock.
Well, I don't drink
You got
but
it. If you
make it an all-day
You gotta
affair.
have what she talking about. You gotta have it
Yeah.
on meat. You gotta have it by it's a whole thing when you're cooking for people.
Well,
So as a barbecue enthusiast, or whatever you want me to be, right? Like I made my own. Like I got my own.
You got your own
rub.
barbecue sauce?
No, I don't even. I got my own rub.
Yeah, my mom
Right?
has her own
I created
rub.
my own rub, right, to get the outcome, right, of what I want. When you taste that rib, I want you to go like my aunt, my Aunt Nez, who taught me at 10 how to cooked. Her and my Uncle Dwayne taught me at the barbecue, right? So, great story. We family outing. I got to walk from Roselawn to Prairie.
That's all
with about 5 ribs.
Sound close.
4 made it.
Oh wow!
Right, so I got a whooping that day. Right, but I learned to. I learned
to pace myself during the walk.
I got an ass whooping that day.
So my brother Corn, we set up this thing at my aunt's house. So we over there cooking.
How y'all mean?
And I put together one of my ribs, laid it out. So I brought it and just threw it on the grill. My brother gonna go, oh, hell no. Right? He gonna just take a nip. He like, oh, hell no. Like, we got to rock, paper, scissors for this. For half a rib. I said, man, we not rock, paper, scissors.
For nothing.
For nothing, right? He like, no, you got to give me half, man. You can't just like, so we jostling back and forth. So my aunt there say, bring me some of them ribs, right? So I take 2 bones of there from the couch on the inside of the house. Oh Lord, Bubs, who made these ribs?
First of all, who the hell is Bubs?
That's my nickname.
That's him.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, I'm like,
Everybody got a bug.
look, I'm like, that's him.
That's my nickname.
Okay, Miss Heather is definitely confirming this.
Yes, the ribs and anything he puts on the grill is delicious.
And I have to give it. I've always said that men do barbecue right.
Right.
Like,
they do.
The effed up part about our generation is like a lot of women don't have men, so we baking everything on the inside on our barbecue. Like these we just having a cookout, a cook in, and then we bring the food out.
You take
a cook in. Yeah.
Because I tried to barbecue, and it's gonna sadden me because. When my dad is gone, he let my brother. My brother's 50 now, so like he does let my brother get on there because my brother don't eat pork.
Right.
So he allowed him to come to do the chicken and the beef stuff first before we do the ribs, or they have another grill. Like my family rock with each other like that, but he'll let him cook. And my brother is banging.
What time your brother get there?
No, my brother's gonna be there. He promised my mom he'll be there early because he don't have to work. He finally get off day. It's a holiday, so it's kind of dope. I mean, we're gonna have a dope ass time. I'm telling y'all.
No,
you know,
like I'm there.
Oh no, you better. I told you morning
make
beers.
sure we get the address. We're driving by.
Okay.
Because my wife will cut you for
pull up on us.
You know, pull up.
So I got a question though, Cal, and like it seems like I cook more. Well, like I like to say the reason why
that was shade.
No, that wasn't.
That was shade. That was shade.
I know he ain't saying I'm bigger than
no,
you.
No. He's talking about some late Cal because I know y'all cook more. No.
Oh, a shade to
that
you.
Was such shade.
Because Shady don't even cook with onions.
God, dog.
Anyway,
she's expanding.
Thank you. We don't need onions for no good food.
Anyway, that's what. Anyway, if it don't taste like slavery food, I don't want it.
You don't need onions for chicken tenders.
No,
you don't.
So what's the question?
No, the question is, I was going to tell you, like, Cal is my witness. The reason why men cook food, like barbecue better, because we don't like our meat burnt.
I can believe that.
Yeah, we don't like our meat burnt.
I can believe, and it's something about a rite of passage.
That's what.
Like I ain't never met a man who didn't barbecue well. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those things like, I want to date you. Like, because just in case my dad gets sick or whatever, like, you got to know what to do. And I tried the barbecue.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I did burn the meat.
Yeah, it's
and
the
that
fire
shit was
for
all
me.
pink on the inside. And like, what's the temperature on this pit?
Yeah,
like,
it's the fire.
So listen,
it's the
I
consistency
know a whole
of the fire
family.
for
There's
me.
no lie. I know a whole family. My house make it. Oh yeah, I do. Thank you, Miss Heather. Don't look Cap. So I know a whole family. It's only one person. All his whole job is to start the fire. Like he don't do nothing.
Yeah, because that's a hard task.
Hey, look, and they all call him like the whole day. They call him. He just go around starting fires. Bro.
Fire starter.
Because once I get that, I think I'm good.
I mean,
but do you know you good?
He had the onions and the bell peppers and all that. He had the onions and the bell peppers. I didn't know you supposed to throw onions and apples and stuff inside the fire.
You can do
at
all
the
that.
bottom.
I don't know about
If you're
that.
doing beef ribs, you can lay lettuce on top of the
Oh wow.
coals too. create the steam.
Wow.
Okay, I need to take some notes because.
See, it's a lot of stuff I did not know.
I'll make the sides.
Okay, I'll just stay
I'm
inside.
okay with making the sides.
I'll just stay in the house.
Right, and it's got to be right.
But like our sides, we're gonna have 2 different baked beans because we got to have a vegetarian baked bean for my brother. And then because they don't eat pork,
Right.
and then we may have 3 because sometimes they be one hamburger, ground hamburger, and one,
ground beef,
and then one without it.
Yeah.
Then we got to have coleslaw, macaroni and cheese, a potato salad, definitely.
Damn, I know I'm gonna be at Friday.
And then I'll probably
you can't go
I think I'm gonna do a pasta salad. You know, we're trying to keep it light.
Right.
Yeah. Every time we always say that, it always end up being a feast and heavy.
You should see my parents because everybody be crying broke. And then she like, I had to buy a tent for the food only.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I thought you said we ain't have no money. But here I am last night buying giant kickball for the kids.
You have to understand, when people say they don't have money, they don't have money for that specific thing.
For you.
Or that specific thing. They got money though. Because your broke and my broke is different.
But you got some good news. Then you got some completed this.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you don't want to talk about it?
No. Okay. What I want to say. This is what I'll say. I am trying to figure out a way to make the day, each day 1% better.
Okay.
And last week y'all heard me talk about some of the woes that I go through. Things ain't changed, but the one thing that does change is when you get up and you decide that you're gonna take your life in control. You have a day or 2 or 3 to sulk and be sad, but then it's like, what are you gonna turn that pain into? For me, it's always being able to say I accomplished something and then I did it. So one of the things I did do this week is I contacted an organization that is going to help me get a business advisor. And it's a free organization. And that business advisor, she helps anybody from the idea of what you want to do to if you have your business plan to if you're already working in your business.
Gotcha.
I want to change my neighborhood. I'm a Detroiter. Y'all hear me talk about it all the time. But I want the neighborhood I live in that everybody have cookouts. And if you don't have enough property to have cookouts, we got a space for you to do that where your family feels safe and it's clean and everybody can be happy. Because we don't have a lot of happy spaces, and I think a lot of that comes from what people see when they wake up in the morning. Mm-hmm. And it just looks like trash. When you're looking at trash every day, you feel like trash. So I am working on a plan to make sure that those in my little block don't have to look at trash no more.
Oh, that's so dope. Shout out to Lake B.
Yeah.
She's a cleaner upper.
Shout out to
No, I'm going to pay somebody to do it. I don't clean shit. I don't clean ribs. I don't clean chicken. That's why.
That's it. That's all.
I love my brother for that because he was talking about that yesterday. Like, I'll make sure that I have all the chicken. And he going to buy a case of chicken. Good. So it'll be like close to 200 wings in there.
I will be there. Miss Heather said baked beans, potato salad must be present at a barbecue. Very
Absolutely.
true, Miss Heather. Yep.
We're not going to have any sausage. We'll have some red hots, though.
Don't forget the buns, no bread.
That's sausage.
I know. I mean,
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I understand.
I don't eat red hots, but my family somebody gonna have a red hot.
I'm more of a brothworks.
You see how this I was like this.
Because you were so ready to, you know what it is. Anyway, it's sausage.
Anyway, this is sausage.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Anyway, I'm thinking about just bringing over some beef sausage, okay?
We'll have beef hot dogs.
Okay.
You don't have to bring anything.
Just
but yourself. And
how about a case of beer?
Oh, that'll be dope. I don't never say.
That's cute.
Make sure you set up the video camera.
Okay.
What you gonna bring everybody else?
Because it's going down.
It's going down.
But like my family, we don't dance. That'd be the weird stuff.
No, we just want the episode.
The Miles and Blake show.
The jokes.
But definitely bring
who you say, Cal?
The jokes. The jokes fly.
Oh my God.
Like
and have my family talk with a lisp. So it'll be real funny.
Oh, you really?
I should go see my brother. We laugh hard.
You really gonna like my comedy show because I got a whole set where I talk about I don't trust men with lists.
We know. You say that.
You
I
back
said
on the
that
stage,
last week. Like, every week you gotta say something about
every week.
November 1st.
Talk about subliminal messages.
Okay,
For real, you back on the stage.
I'm getting on stage. It's my grand opening, grand closing. So I'm looking at DJing, rapping, and then do my comedy.
November 11th, right?
No, November 1st.
Okay, I'm gonna be 10 days late.
Oops. Late shooting. She's shooting with a oopsie today.
Always.
It's every day. Especially when I have to look at him.
So that's the one.
But it makes me feel better. You know what I mean? This is all therapy right now. All
Yeah.
therapy.
That's real.
Just dog miles day. Anyway, so
Every Tuesday.
well, let's go to the other video because they getting on my damn nerves. Hey, y'all watching?
My brother said last week, talk about me if you want to, he gonna fuck you up. So come over on Friday.
I got something for you.
About his little sister.
I be sitting that bitch like, hey man, that was a good ass hot dog.
Look, I got
really
something for you.
You know how men are. Y'all just get back cool.
That's true. And I'm
that you're gonna see at a black cookout that you should know. Nickname. And don't come over here with them expensive taste buds. You get you one of them Dr. Perky's, Fountain Howlers, or Liddy Lemons, and you gonna hush on up. Okay, nephew, I see you. Now this is a national symbol of you brought one of them ones. Even though Unc complimenting you and stuff, keep your eye on Unc. Keep a good eye on him. Ain't gonna hold you. They're not for kids. Now that's an unwritten rule at black cookouts that you gotta be a certain age limit until you can be able to get ribs. And the amount of adults get the steaks. They made the steaks. The stash. Every black cookout has these. Now we leave all the cheap liquor outside, have at it. And if you cool enough, somebody in the family will take you to the stash and get you right. But if you do too much, you will be a thirsty cookout crasher. Many of these folks pull up so convincingly they make you think they family. They catch everybody without having a good time and they slip and plate some out of there. We seen you take them 36 plates. We damn sure did. The more you know.
Stop at somebody else's.
Like cookout crash.
Yeah. We can do that once this summer. I'm real good with meeting new friends.
That'd be funny. They'd be like, so who part of the family you with? I'm on
Keisha's side.
I'm definitely like, I'm with Keisha. They're like, oh, you ain't gonna last that long.
But everybody tell me I look like I'm in their family anyway. Like,
period.
I just got like the beautiful black face. You know that.
You cute.
I know.
To be a puppy.
Motherfucker.
That was in fact.
So I can piss on you after the show, right? That's what puppies do, right?
Mark territory.
No, it's right. Mark my territory.
Like, why you want to piss on me though?
You just called me. You called me a puppy.
A puppet.
He called me a puppet or a puppy.
A puppet.
Cause I'm like, I got a puppet too.
Oh my god!
You never met my puppet? I'm bringing her next week.
Okay. You know, when you said you're a puppet, my mind went in the puppet. You gotta stick your. Never mind.
Yeah, that's a ventriloquist.
Never mind.
So one of the things that he said, like, we don't do off-name brand stuff, you know, but what we do, like we got enough Kool-Aid jammers for the kids to be high. You know what I mean? Like, kids, they don't be playing kids like having Pepsis. Like,
because they leave them half drunk.
Why you playing?
That's wasteful.
I just realized my mother-in-law used to play the hell out of us too with the Pepsis and the Coke. They be like, Fago.
Yeah, because Pepsi's too expensive to be playing around with. Y'all leave them and walk away. Don't know who's who.
Chanie, you don't know this, but Fago just cost 15 cents.
Really?
Yeah. And a glass
bottle. At one point they were
50.
In a glass bottle.
Until people start getting their head.
The wide mouths was the best. Y'all remember the 25 cent wide mouths?
No.
And then they went up
so it's a little bit more for the
wideness. About the wide mouths. Go ahead, tell us. Damn.
But the Faygo bottle wide mouths. Y'all don't remember that?
I don't even remember them being in the glass. Oh my God.
Thank you. Thank you. Somebody, Jesus, take the wheel or the mic or something.
All of the above.
Jesus like, don't put me in that mess.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he do like,
just could you imagine Jesus getting pulled over right now? And he be like, man, I don't even live
somewhere
here.
to be.
Right. Go ahead. I'm sorry, like Wild Mouse.
Faygos.
That's gonna be the slogan.
I remember the Wild
And then the little bottles.
I remember the Wild Mouse.
Those were the 115.
There was 3 liters though.
You
and
say
the juice
115,
man that
they
used to
was
come to the
glass.
door with the papayas and the grape juice.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So. Never
Delivery.
mind. We'll ask offline.
Shit.
Thank you, Lake. Oh, you don't.
Cal's a little bit older than that.
Okay, so was
Cal
the
made
juice
the
man
milkman
making
before.
their own?
Why
or
you
were
looking
there-
at me?
I'm sorry.
know
Was
nothing about
the
man.
juice man making their own juice, or were
No,
they
it
getting
was
it from a
fresh.
It
factory?
was fresh.
Fresh from the factory. They pull up in the truck and they deliver it. They had a system where they deliver
You
so
just
many
call
bottles
and
to
get on
your
the
door.
list.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar. Vaguely, but it sounds
And
familiar.
it was daily
Fresh
or
juice.
weekly or something.
It looked
Weekly,
like
monthly, it depends on what your subscription was.
Oh,
wow.
And they deliver and pick the bottles.
the bottles of it.
So that was
Lake
recycling.
thinking like, damn, my dad used to be the juice man.
Not that kind of juice. My dad juice was in a needle.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, no, it's not funny.
Yeah, all the applause, the
Y'all
done
don't want to laugh at my trauma.
You see, I'm like,
Y'all don't want to laugh at my trauma.
I'm sorry.
you know.
You a downer.
I could go there with you, but I'm gonna let you have that.
I'm gonna let
I
that
was so
ride.
happy, like, thank God something light this week. Like, let's talk about cookouts.
That's why I said something very much,
we
you know.
we gonna get wet too. And we got Nerf guns. You got a Nerf gun? You bringing it? Cause we gonna light your ass up. Now
Nerf
that's the
gun.
one thing we don't play about. We don't give a damn about the kids. We shooting them in the face.
Yeah. You better duck.
They better duck.
Duck, roll, tumble, something.
I can imagine.
My brother 50, he has a granddaughter that is 6 and a grandson that is 8, and then he has a son that is 6 and a daughter that is 8. He's 50. He is stressed out.
They
He be
keeping them
fucking
busy.
kids up.
They keeping them busy.
It be the worst thing in the world. Like I was.
Mika Cooper said,
His
damn.
patience is
She
slim.
said, damn, I'm really young because I don't remember no
I don't
juice
remember
man.
the
Me,
juice
the
man.
Mika.
Oh, they call them baby daddies
No,
now.
what
Anyway.
happened was
They call them white.
What happened was it got they had to move it to the suburbs.
Suburbs, right.
Because don't tell me we was robbing the juice man.
It was robbing the
I was
juice
saying, well,
man.
how was we ever getting it? Y'all made it seem like we ain't have nothing.
Remember this. We made getting robbed at the bus stop
a
thing.
a thing.
Yeah, we did.
And we'll say
Here's the thing. Who are y'all robbing each other? Because nothing from nothing leave
all
nothing.
of this is each other, right? So we'll say, oh man, we different from those kids. They back then, we just took some jingle boots and a coat. Check that in.
Yeah.
Well, today is run that.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. It's no different. You're the architect of the very thing that you see today. So it's
Because
the same thing.
everybody couldn't afford $300 jackets. I remember
And
my
if you had
homegirl-
jingle boots,
we was from the west side growing up. So we go over to the east side.
Is that
and she
the
wore,
dance you did when they jingle?
Right. She had her
Carol Flynn.
Mickey Mouse jacket on. And we kept telling her we was going over on Mac, like, don't wear that jacket over there, please. Don't wear that jacket. And she like, I love my jacket. And that nigga was like, run your jacket.
But a Mickey Mouse
We was
jacket?
like 12 years old. We had already stole a car. So we like, give her the fucking jacket because we about to, we
see
get in
what we
trouble.
have to do. You talking about trauma. That's what the shit the kids got to deal with.
Yeah.
Like, but
Off of Mickey Mouse though.
And we
He wanted
swear
that.
by like that
there was,
was
a
cool.
leather jacket. Like they used to have these series of leather jackets. So everybody parent couldn't have like a $300 jacket. But you had the Mickey Mouse, you had the Looney Tune jackets. You
I
had
remember
different.
them.
You sure?
I think.
So you couldn't go to school and the shit. Why you think truancy is a thing now?
Right.
Because you couldn't go to school and what you was bought. You can't listen. In your hood, you can't put a TV box out in the
Outside.
daylight.
Oh, that you bought it.
Yeah, we done made breaking
So
into
you gotta
people's
go
houses.
out right before trash day.
You gotta shred
it down,
You gotta shred it, put it in the bag, mark garbage on it.
We don't
So
need
the
no
thief
TV
across
at
the
this
street
point.
or-
We gotta do all that.
It's so funny that you said that because my parents just got a new stove, and they had the stove box outside. I'm like, these niggas tripping. Like, I walked in there like, we got new appliances of it.
But it's a stove.
Exactly.
Mom and dad gotta cook.
But
if you gone too long, it's gone.
my dad, they can F around and find out.
That's wild work.
But he just now getting to the point
ain't
where
nobody bothering
he
mom
put-
and dad.
But he ain't put no TV boxes outside. Like,
He still know better than that.
Nobody want this gas stove, you know.
can't. That's the sad thing about
That's
it.
very interesting, y'all.
You cannot do
Like
that.
I had to tell this young lady, stop telling people you're going on vacation. She was
I
like,
know a lady whose tires have been stolen 3 times off her car.
She know the person?
They know who it is.
Yeah.
It don't matter. They know.
Right.
This is what you carjackings.
Yeah.
They went from tires to carjacking. They just pulled a kid over that was stealing cars and selling them for $30.
He was selling the cars for $30.
If I'm gonna risk my life, it gotta be more than
no,
30.
how
He
about
don't
this?
know better.
You don't have to steal this.
You don't have to
Right
listen.
now, they can make as much money as they want. A kid can make a living.
That's what I said. I'm like listen, it's gonna be more than 30.
But here's the thing: is the sad part is they're gonna use his. So when you got people like his age, the police ain't gonna throw him in jail.
Right.
You right, Kim. Maybe I just ain't seen his life.
They
I
gonna
don't
find
know.
out. They gonna find out how he know how to steal a car, how fast he did it, and they gonna train other people. Like, y'all know what? I don't know if y'all remember years ago, Ford got sued because Ford got found with a whole bunch of what you call those the things that blow up before you hit the airbags. So they had a warehouse full of used issued airbags. So somebody had to steal them. It's crazy. It's a whole thing. That's why airbags be a big thing. Like people used to steal the hell out of airbags.
I can be grateful. We'll have people every now and then try to take your stuff or whatever, but to live in the hood, people are pretty much under control. We try to keep it neighborly.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the big things going back to like having family gatherings and things. You got to let people know that it is very important for the community to commune, to get together, to laugh, like. But people to know it ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't alone. You know what I mean? I come with all these people. You know, I think one of the saddest things, like when you see people, nobody ever come visit. They'll never have any gatherings or anything. That's what the community is about.
That's true.
You know. But if y'all don't have a community, you can come over to my house. But I'm vetting you first. So DM me if you want information, and I'll let you know if you get information.
I'm vetting you.
I'm vetting you.
DM for the address. Everybody ain't getting it.
I had a friend come over and she brought her baby daddy and he started talking loud. They turned down the music like, "Excuse me, young man, is that your car?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, you need to go get in it."
They
And
don't
he's
like
"I'm
all
sorry,
that.
ma'am." She's like, "You ain't gotta be sorry, sweetheart.
Just be careful.
No, just go.
Yeah.
You're not welcome back.
Damn.
You're just not welcome back."
And that's okay.
That's your mama
But you
said.
should.
Yeah,
but
I
people
mean,
should know
it's-
etiquette.
My
People
mama's a
should know
tourist.
etiquette.
She don't play around. You only
She
got
don't.
one time.
Yeah.
You only got one.
I can say
I'm just
that.
gonna leave my keys in the car.
Because it's going to be something. Eventually,
is
you're going
someone
to
that
trigger
done.
somebody.
Right. And then you don't want older people to feel uncomfortable. The older people are there because they feel safe.
Yeah.
Because they know the kids know how that the nerves already gonna be bad because it's gonna be
Already.
little kids there.
Yeah.
That's enough. But to have older people that can't, like we in our 40s.
Yeah.
You can't control your temper and your look. Like you can't be here.
Yeah.
You just can't be here.
Yeah.
And let my mama
Respectfully.
ask somebody to go. I mean, I'm just saying, like, she ain't got to say it. Too many people gonna stop. Like, she said it once.
That's it. That's enough, and that's her house. So where she say goes.
I don't care if it's your house. She only
Yeah.
got to say it once, so we all with her.
But yeah, what she say is gold.
What she say is gold. And so it's cool. I'm excited about Friday. I ain't gonna do much though.
Me too.
Yeah.
right now, shit.
That's why I say come early. Bring me some beer.
12 o'clock, I will be
Okay,
there.
come one, come all.
I ain't got nothing to do Thursday night. I don't have nothing to do Thursday night. So
Thursday night too?
I mean, I'm just
Thursday
saying,
night
like,
into
I ain't gonna
Friday.
be hanging out Thursday night.
Okay.
That I'll be sleeping in on Friday. So, and then my dad gonna play his music loud enough. I live next door to my parents, so my dad real irritated with the music. Like, I can't sleep because he gonna blast that shit. Like, you should have been up right now.
I ain't mad at him. We got stuff to do. Get up. Get up.
But everybody's up. We all feel brand new. We all see what you get is what you get. What you see is what you get.
Say the whole block is up.
Oh, he ain't playing. I pretended last night I ain't see him in the yard. I hope my mama ain't listening. They had the music blasting and stuff. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, no. I'm
They washing down furniture. Because that's the one thing real
That's
black
how you
folks gonna
know.
do.
Well,
They gonna clean before an
They gonna
event.
wash down their furniture. They gonna make sure that people gon' that's something that older people do that young people don't do no more. Like get that soap out and make sure when your guests come over, they ain't leaving with no marks on their pants and stuff. We just be like, go grab a chair. Be like, something on it, you'll be good.
Yeah.
We outside anyway.
Okay, yeah, exactly. They didn't
I
play
don't know
that.
what's going on that I just took over the show and they both on their phone.
No, you're fine. We're about to go to another video.
Please do.
And we will be right back.
I'm promoting the show.
Right now?
Nice.
Yeah. No, you can't get no squirt. You can get one of these huh? Give it to the here. It's right here. I'm trying to put these beans on and then the food will be ready. Go on somewhere now. Okay, now which one of y'all say you want a hot dog, right? Okay, I got you. You want a little ketchup and mustard? Okay, I got you. Go sit down. I bring plate. That's what y'all be doing? What you say? Hey, did my sexes already, baby? Yeah, y'all tell you ain't missed a step yet. Come on now. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I was finna go. You said what? Oh, I ain't know y'all still want the bread. I ain't see nobody. My bad, dog.
Are y'all having to-go plates?
Now I'll tell you this. It is a certain time that my mom learned that she'll put something up for my papa. You know what I'm saying? Because my papa gonna be drinking beer, smoking his weed, and doing his thing. So
you smoke weed too?
Yeah.
Okay, so me too.
So, but some people are very inconsiderate of the people at home. And I don't think they be doing it intentionally.
Right.
It's always pissed me off with the to-go plates. Like, if you eat here, eat here. Now, what my mom would say, like, she'll be like, did Miles get anything to eat? Or if you can't make it or whatever, like, do you know any, like, single men? Because we always try to ask a single man or two, like, did you eat today? Especially, like, on Father's Day and Thanksgiving.
No, that's nice.
I always call somebody, like, I got extras.
Yeah.
I can make you a plate.
Yeah.
But to come over there and eat 3 plates and then talking about such and such ain't here, so I'm taking them a plate, like...
Because how did you decide?
Well, I would say
They were invited.
I think that started because there'd be a whole bunch of food left over. Nobody wouldn't be throwing all that food
My
away.
cousin said for a fee, you could take a plate for a fee.
Hey, Land
Rondé.
Hey.
Land Rondé.
All right.
She'll be there.
Oh, that's a female.
Shout out.
Yeah, but she was holding her man.
That's her mom that passed away.
Oh,
you
my
can't tell
mom.
on the picture. That's my auntie down there in my
I can't see.
Yeah, put your glasses on next time before you open your mouth.
Okay, good.
I got a question. Do you remember the big hugs?
I never was a hugger, a jugger, whatever.
One of our
I didn't drink them.
Hey, caller, how you doing?
Hey, man.
Say, man.
Who is this?
I'm just
Cal.
Calvin.
Okay.
I didn't ask once. Y'all meeting and ask once. We try to figure out when the cookout is.
Friday.
I'm over like what?
She said Friday 5 fucking times.
I'm like, I need to get vetted.
I know that's right.
Cal, you live here in Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's the first question. My second question is, because I was on your page, I thought you was from out of state. My second question is, you don't have a family of your own?
I got kids.
Okay, DM me. I'll give you my address.
Aw, that's so cute.
No, I know where you from. Like, I know exactly where you at though. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I'm from that side of town. Like, I'm from that side of town.
What side?
That east side.
Yeah, I'm from that side of town. Where you at?
I don't even know how to respond to that.
She like, where I'm at though.
I don't know.
Are you my new
I
boyfriend?
grew up. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Like, I grew up on 6th and Joseph Campo.
Okay, but how you know where I'm at?
I remember you saying it once.
Okay. Thanks for remembering specific things about me. That's a turn on. I appreciate it.
Hey, I remember everybody. That's the team. You know the team. You know I gotta.
Shout out to the team you love.
But yeah, for sure. If you want to come over, bring your kids. If they bad, we're gonna ask you to have them leave.
Not we gonna ask you to have.
No, because some people be coming over. The one thing
they probably gonna be working out and stuff and doing look. They probably ain't gonna make it.
Like if you know your kid have autism and stuff like that, like don't let them run around with shovels and stuff. That happens. People be like, it's too many people around, so they ain't gotta pay attention to their own kids. The rule is you pay attention to your kid.
You pay attention to who you brought.
You
like your kids.
Yeah. Cal gonna bring out the truck.
But if you want to eat, you more than welcome. My mommy said I can invite whoever I want.
My mommy,
that's
cutie.
a
cutie.
Appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you more.
Thanks, Cal.
Is that what you called for?
Right,
To ask me on air?
He want to know where the porty. When was the porty?
No, I saw Yamina post. Yamina posted it, so I said, let me ask now since I didn't ask already.
Where, but I'm like, am I supposed to put my address on there?
The porty. They want you to drop the location.
Hey, look, Lake trying to have one leg
don't
up.
drop the low.
One leg up and one leg out. So listen, no.
What does that mean?
I appreciate y'all.
Look, you see me, I'm
Cal like, oh shit, okay.
I'm not like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Explain yourself.
She gonna be at home.
What does that mean? One leg out, one leg up.
One leg out, one leg up.
I'm gonna tell you like the insurance lady. Just because you say the same thing
hold on,
slower,
hold on, Lake.
Hold
on, Lake. Tap into your mind. Picture it.
I don't have to picture that.
Cause that'll help you.
One leg out, one leg up. What does that mean?
Oh, geez.
Is that head?
Hilarious.
I mean,
that's the only thing I can imagine.
How's that mean?
Is
that what you offering? Is that your feet for a plate?
So go plate.
They smiles more than beer and head. That sounds like a great meal. You get 3 bowls of ribs.
Look, but for you.
But for you, I don't want y'all gotta be.
All right, Cal. Thank you so much for tapping in.
I was just gonna tell my big bro because I think he on here. Big bro, make sure Miles get 3 bones of beef ribs as long as I get that head. And I'll let you know.
He gonna be checking like, hey sis, hey, you got that?
Did he hit you up?
Got that?
If not, he don't eat at all now. My family stick together. All I gotta do, I ain't even gotta tell my mama why. I'll be like, that one don't eat.
Look.
And look, if I give you some head Friday, we stuck together too.
Be like 3.
Yeah. So how? Why? Because it's gonna be sweating and we fat. We gonna be stuck together.
Because we fat.
Because why we gotta be stuck together?
I mean,
that don't even sound fun. After the nut, it ain't fun no more. I'm gonna get my clarity, my post nut clarity. That ain't gonna work for me.
Get off.
She said,
please go away.
You can't talk like that. We got Dr. Calvin Man here.
I forgot. He all religious. Like he just.
Caroline.
It's so funny because when you put the doctor, they make you be like, oh, okay. Let me get
I'm gonna change my first name to Doctor.
You know what? You could be really who you want.
Yeah.
There goes Chanie. Here she comes. Here she comes.
Hold on. Chanie.
Look, here I go. He was doing so good, yeah.
Not the middle button in the direct middle, but the top button over the middle button. Yeah. The top button, yeah. Mm-hmm. The special effects. Now cut the special effects up. Because this is how you feeling right now. This is how you feeling right now. That's your
Magical.
brain. That's your brain running. Just
Sensational.
Like
Did you just add that to the programming?
no, it been up there.
Like you want nobody use it.
Yeah.
He
like down one to the left, to the right, up. But yeah.
Anyway, so listen, Cal, we talking about the cookouts. I know you got a big family.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dish of your family? That they like hitting on? Who made the best food and what is it?
So they eat that shit. Ambrosia.
Oh my God!
You ain't heard that in the.
I ain't heard ambrosia. Besides Marsha.
Listen, on you talking about food because we huge too.
Mm-hmm.
I got a cousin that Christmas they cook all day. Anybody can stop by. Everybody eating pans on top of pans on top of pans on top of pans. I'm talking chitlins, beef ribs, pork, whatever.
Oh God!
They just go.
You got me at chitlins.
Oh God!
Day. Right. So the last time we got together, because we are, it's all the food. It's ribs. It's chicken. They love chicken.
What black family don't eat chicken?
Yeah, but it's
but they love
chicken.
it.
Chicken, they love it, right? And then it's
baked chicken,
ham,
barbecue chicken,
all of that.
Chicken chitlins,
fried chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you gotta remember you got the diabetics with the sugary macaroni and cheese. You gotta label that shit, right? You got the greens with the sugar. You gotta label that shit.
Spaghetti with the sugar.
You gotta label all that's gotta be pushed to the.
You typically don't have
right because
fork.
they're trying to get sugar wherever they can.
Yeah.
You see. So then you got that dynamic that you got to be careful because you can scoop it'll look good and you might scoop it and then it's loaded, right?
Yeah.
So like one time it happened to me. We at church and we in the back of the food and I was like, oh, this macaroni and cheese. I go sit down and I hit the macaroni and cheese and it's loaded with sugar, right?
I never heard of that.
I said, who
in the hell?
Yeah, I said, who made this macaroni and cheese? It tastes, and they go, be quiet. Be quiet. What is y'all talking about?
That's on purpose.
Like that whole side. They all. I said, y'all killing them.
See, that's the one. I've never heard of sugar and macaroni.
Oh man!
Do y'all put anything on y'all macaroni
that was the
as far
first
as
time I heard
condiments?
sugar and spaghetti.
What do you mean?
Really?
I've never.
What do you mean?
Really? That was the first time I heard.
Like a condiment
never
on
heard
there?
Sugar and spaghetti.
What do you mean a condiment on
macaroni?
What what? Hot sauce, ketchup on
like,
She's
macaroni and
a
cheese.
kid.
Do what? I mean,
she had kitty taste was.
I'm making macaroni and cheese.
Buffalo mac and cheese.
Now I can do. Oh God, O'Shalale's got the best chicken buffalo macaroni and cheese I've ever tasted before in my life, and I know I can duplicate that recipe. But that was the first time that I've had it.
Loranda said Lake makes some delicious mac and cheese.
Yeah,
my man, my dog, he made the buffalo mac with the fried chicken and killed the whole barbershop. Everybody.
Wait, what's
we
in fried chicken?
We started buying pans.
Buffalo mac and cheese. I think I can do that.
Capone made buffalo mac and cheese with the fried chicken. And the buffalo mac, it's scandalous.
Mika, it's really not that bad. I promise.
It's weird. That's why we was all lost when you said
because my whole thing is if it's two. Listen, my theory has become if it's two things that you like separately, you would quite naturally like them together.
That's what I try to tell.
We just gotta kidnap you and take you and
but
teach you, show you. You like Ra only want what Ra want.
But
right?
if she like it,
and he go through a ketchup bottle once a month.
Yeah.
It's ketchup on everything. Hey man, you gotta try something new.
A lot of people put ranch on everything.
They do.
That
Those
is
ranch
sauce.
saucers.
Huh?
That is the Negro liquid.
That's what I said. It's a little ranch sauce. See, because I don't eat hot sauce. Yeah, I don't eat hot sauce.
Really?
Listen, Chanie is weird. Listen, she got child taste buds. I told her by the time she hit 32, she gonna change.
Yeah, she just needs some recipes.
Thank you. Send y'all recipes. Send y'all best stuff.
First of all, you ain't gonna cook it. You have to be.
I actually like to cook. Send y'all best stuff.
Well, the thing is, why don't you?
She don't cook with onions.
You
She
know
don't
what?
like to cook.
Y'all
I
know
don't
how
need
feel
to.
about-
My
y'all
stuff
know
don't need it.
How I feel about white people, right? So, one thing, one white person, what her racist ass does well, Paula Dean got the best recipe website for anybody who want a Southern cook. Any dish you can think of, because she cook everything with butter.
You can't go wrong with that. Yeah.
But back when I was about 25, 26, I started going on Paula Dean's website to see any dish that I wanted to make. And then I could kind of tweak it based on what I knew my grandmother would do or how we would cook it ourselves. She made me one of the most bomb cooks I am today.
That's real.
Like I cook well. I cook everything well.
I want to start learning how to make things from scratch so that when my time really does come, I can start hosting the family events. Because holidays you don't play about.
I don't know what you mean from scratch. Everything gotta be from scratch.
I want everything from scratch. Like
You
the
gonna be
sauces,
tired.
but it's okay though because the joy on people's faces when they be like, "Oh, that's good."
No, because they gonna be
At the
so used to
cookout.
glory greens, they gonna be mad that you cooked yours from scratch.
No. See, I want to be able to pick my greens.
I'm joking about
and,
that.
You know,
I'm joking about that.
Hey y'all, it's 10:30, so y'all know what time it is. It's time to break. We'll be right back. Y'all watching the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
And visit meapparel.com and we're gonna come back and talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
All men ain't like daddy. That's not fair.
So I'm gonna be like Queen Latifah and these bitches set it off. I ain't risking my life. $1,000. We got $1 million in the hood. Somebody gonna fuck around and rob that motherfucker. You see a bitch, then smack a bitch.
Hey, real quick, I know you guys are enjoying the show. Yes, we are always having a good time on the Rise and Grind show. But please, do me a favor. Go to YouTube, type in Rise and Grind Morning Show. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Therefore, you can always be in tune with our live content and interact with us, be in the comments, and we can keep bringing dope, hot content to you. Now, we're going right back to the show.
you see the way the strobe lights are dancing? I look in your eyes and I tonight. And baby, I'm up for taking chances. Oh, falling in love tonight. Falling in love tonight. And when the moon gets high, let's start with some kissing. I hear the wind whisper your name in the air. Last night you're the one I was missing, but tonight you're standing right there. It's like a movie, the DJ plays the soundtrack, and I feel like I found that man who owns my heart. I should've knew it the moment that you blew it. You know what you're doing.
Okay.
Shout out to Joe.
I like Joe. Joe's an artist. I think they did in his career because he was too busy getting the underrated darkness. What up, though? Good morning, brother.
So real quick, if anybody is interested in the adult field trip, hit me up. Send me a DM for details. That'll be dope. Now, who did you just say hi to?
Joe. I was saying what's up to Joe.
Oh, I thought you said something about the Undertaker or somebody.
No, the
Underrated darkness.
Underrated darkness.
Shout out to you for tapping in.
Darkness. He from Virginia.
He from Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, he from New York, but he live in Virginia.
So, yeah, hit me up about the adult field trip, but we got some real important news that's going on. Dr. Mann, what we got? What's going on with you?
Well, we making the pivot with the apparel. So my apparel has been around for quite a long time, and it was right in people's face, and they didn't know it. Mm-hmm. And so we're going full steam ahead all the way across with Emmy Apparel, which has been in several places, including we sent 100 shirts to Sandy Hook. Love is the one thing that you can take to heaven, quote. Mm-hmm. The product has been in Ghana twice. We sent 100 shirts to Ghana, to a school. It's been in Germany. It's been in India, right? Total 7 countries. And it built the nonprofit.
Okay.
And so I took it out in 2023 to make it a for-profit so we could go get the funds to do more, right? And the apparel has been, again, right in people's face. NFL Network, MTV, and Chanie is going to play a video where we was on season 4 of Ron's house. And that's a story that you want to hear.
So before we go there, for those who are listening, I see we got Emmy Apparel, but can you let some of the people know what Emmy Apparel is and what it funded?
It funded Encourage Me, I'm Young Inc., our nonprofit, where we helped over 23,000 youth, 18,000 boys, and thousands of families. And we have run into several hundred walls. So instead of still knocking at these same doors, we're going to use the apparel, spread the message across the world, and using the apparel so other people can have access to our message to just simply encourage me, I'm young.
Okay, so that's real dope. I'm gonna make sure that I make sure that's part of King's back to school gear.
That's
like
dope.
we buying school clothes, right? So he need to know. People need to know.
And
you
he
know
can
what I
be
mean?
tagged. Anybody that purchases our gear, we shout them out, tag them, post it,
He
share
don't want to
it.
be tagged, but I tag him anyway. Don't worry about it. but people who be wanting to support, this is a great way to support things and say you did something to make a change and you're a part of it. So Chanie, we're gonna go ahead and I'll let the video.
Yes.
We are more than a brand. We are a legacy. Emmy Apparel started back in 2004 through a nonprofit built to uplift and inspire. We've been in locker rooms, classrooms, living rooms, reminding young people to believe in their greatness. If you grew up on Run's house, you saw the grind, the brotherhood, the purpose. That same energy lives in Emmy. This isn't just apparel, it's a movement for students and athletes, for those who know They were born to lead. Emmy Apparel. Get your results.
Yes. You be talking real tough. Or I don't want Miss Heather to be like, because remember I used to, on the other commercial, encourage me. They like, you're not supposed to say it like that. Encourage me, I'm young.
You said it just like that. However you want to say it, it's going to get the same result.
Yeah,
that's
it
right.
is.
You know, and the story, the Ron House story, you know, there's several other stories that come behind that. When we did the Sandy Hook, we went to the community, we had people, we purchased packages, never got a response from Sandy Hook, which was amazing. But we sent 100 shirts because those kids had been murdered. I started this because kids were murdered. So in 2004, I started laying shirts where kids were murdered to offer hope. Right? And so the news was coming on TV, and the shirt would be right over the newscaster's shoulder. They have no idea. When the father killed his 15-year-old son, remember that in Highland Park?
Yeah, the one who was, yeah.
Right? When I went to that house, because like I said, I got a million stories around this apparel. When I went to that house, I couldn't even get out the car, right? It was so hard, but the grandmother stepped out. I'm getting ready to lay the shirt, and the grandmother stepped out. Then the mom pulled up, and then they told me the story. There are so many stories when the young girl, when the baby was murdered, and the house was set on fire right there off of Linwood, right? I laid one there as well. There are so many locations that we were spreading this message to offer hope, right? When it hit Ron's house, it was because of the Hip Hop Summit. I had did a soundtrack, and it was because of the Hip Hop Summit that my uncle and I, we put together a 6-pack because I was in communication with Russell, and we sent it. I had no idea that it was on the show.
Right.
So I was selling them out the trunk. I was pulling up to barbershops all over the city, all over southeastern Michigan, selling them out the trunk. And I remember walking into this barbershop, and some brothers laughed, like, yeah, encourage me, I'm yeah, ha, 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 you know, one of my slogans. In the back of the barbershop was a mother who was friends. Her son was going to school with my daughter. She was the nail tech there. And, you know, I walked back there, because she like, Cal, I'm going to get a shirt from you, so on, so on, so, you know. And so I left. Next morning, I wake up. It's a message from her on Facebook. And she like, Cal, like, and I'm like, what is you talking about? She like, I just saw your stuff on Ron's house, right? So when I called her, she was like, when you walked out the barbershop, we was watching Ron's house. When Ron's house came on, your T-shirt was on the show. I turned and said something to them. While y'all was dogging him, there's his product right there on the show.
Look at God.
Right?
God got a way of spreading messages. That's crazy.
Messages, right?
Crazy.
So I'm sitting there. My kids come down the steps. They going crazy. And, you know, I don't know what the hell to do, right? Because at this point, I'm still in the laborer's mindset. I still go to work. You know, I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm like, wow, we on Ron's house. What do I do? And I start learning about the different shams and the scams of how people can scam you. So I went to have a proposal put together to send to Russell. And I have never seen this in my life. The proposal, literally, by the time it got to him, the ink was coming off the paperwork.
Oh, wow. That's how long it took?
No, that's how bad it was. I didn't know that this was some horrible work.
Okay.
One of my guys put up, right? Cal, I got 200. He put up the 200, and I went and paid for it. It was a scam. It was a scam. So at that point, I see that they gonna meet at Joe Louis Arena. And so him and Kid Rock is live at Joe Louis Arena. I come down to Joe Louis Arena with my shirt. I'm still on the phone with Russell. He like, get to my brother. When I get down to Joe Louis Arena the first night, it's all sorts of people in there with product trying to meet Rev Run. The guy Richard, who was his guy, that was overruns athletics.
Get your hand on my camera.
Right? They come out and talk to the security. So the kids is they got a big RV on this bus, and I show the shirt outside. The kids is at the window pointing at the shirt, right? The guy Rashad closes the blinds on the RV, and they take off. So I'm back down there the next night. That's not good enough for me, right? So I go back down the next night. This time I'm standing outside. The bus driver come out and tell me they coming out in a second. I love what you're doing, but they'll be out in a second. The Richard guy see me, goes back in, gets security. Security come out and is talking to me. I say, man, my shit is on their show. What is you talking about? This my gear is on their show. His brother told me to come talk to him.
Right.
And y'all, what is this? So the bus pull up. I go, you know that Detroit. I go knock on the door. Dude come on the RV, turn his back in the doorway of the RV of the bus as I'm standing there.
Like, kiss my ass. What?
So it started snowing. At this point, this is one of the marks in my journey. I was like, man, fuck this. Excuse my language. That's where I was at.
No,
right?
fuck that, man.
And I was standing outside, talking about God. I was standing outside, and I was just standing there with the shirt, taking it all in. It was snowing, and I was just standing there. And this lady come up. She like, you okay? And I'm talking about, it's snowing, and I'm just not moving.
Right.
I say, yeah. You know, she was like, really? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be all right. You know, she was like, what? I was like, my shirt is on their show, and they just treated me like shit. No, nothing.
Right.
She leaves, she pulls back up, and she gives me $100 for this shirt. Said, my son needs this shirt. And she buys the shirt. I left. That was enough juice to carry me.
No,
to
that's
continue.
right. That's dope.
And then you say, it's kind of like what I was saying earlier, when you are at your down point. You know what I mean? Like, when you have a good spirit, God will always be able to show you, like, it's other ways to push forward and push through this. You're not going to forget that moment, but it is also that moment that you can look back on and be like, that's why I'm here.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, because people are that way. But we also know when you go to encourage a young person, me being a single mom, I always tell my son that I can't do this for you. I will support you as long as you're doing, but you have to do it for yourself. But then, like, piggybacking, going back to the black cookouts and everything, a lot of stuff we're doing is about the kids.
Yes.
To encourage them to keep the generation thing going on. And to what Miles' point is, we have 2.5 lots. We tell those kids, this is your land. You know what I mean? Like, but you gonna work for it. But I want you to know, like, we setting things in motion to make sure that it's not so hard, because you're gonna have down days. You know what I mean? You're going to. That's the part of the encouragement. And then when people do something like that, you're like, wow.
Oh, listen.
You know what I mean? Like
the stories get better.
Did you start moving through the snow? Like, I wish somebody would give me $100.
Because the impact of her allowed me to go to the next, right? So the stories get better. Larry Foote is on. So Michigan State, Tom Izzo, I got all these basketball players, these athletes. I'm not new to athletics. So I got access to a number of athletes. I get invited to barbecue at Tom Izzo's house, Michigan State, right? And
was the season?
No, this is before the season. It's in the summer.
It was the food season.
Oh yeah.
So irritating.
Yeah.
Irritating.
So we're all at Tom Izzo's house, and I'm in the den while everybody is watching TV, ESPN, and all of that. You know, I'm tired. I go sit in the den and chill out. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, I hear, "Hey, Calvin, come here." I look up. Larry Foote is doing an interview on ESPN in my shirt. The harder I work, the better I become. The better I become, the easier it gets.
Wow, that's dope.
Encourage me, I'm young. So he's in the one of the original E.M.I.Y. shirts on ESPN, right? That leads to Michigan State, which I'll be releasing that video. Michigan State being in the Detroit NAACP tournament.
Wearing your shirts.
I get the call to design a shirt for their tournament. So I designed a shirt for Michigan State basketball team, but I can't get access to all the people. Right? I only have access to the team. There was no plug-in where I could capitalize on Michigan State basketball because that arena is licensing.
Yeah.
And the licensing in the Big Ten is a huge payout, right? So I can't get access, but I got the team. I'm chasing Magic Johnson like a dope fan, right? I'm on his ass, right? And every time we are in the position, once the Final Four hit downtown, I'm walking through downtown, I'm selling T-shirts, I'm pulling up to the bars, I'm still slinging them out the cars, and they're at the hotel. So I go to the hotel where they're at. Magic Johnson is there, and Magic Johnson like, man, I am tired of this guy. Like, I'm on his head, right? And so I get one picture with Magic Johnson. Again, I'm gonna release the video, but I'm one picture with Magic Johnson. We stand outside. Magic Johnson don't want to. You know, Magic Johnson's small all the time. He let me know in the picture. He tired of me, right?
Right.
So my brother Corn run into him.
Man, I'm tired of you, bro. We're gonna take this picture. You'll get a long way from me.
My brother Corn run into him. He tell my brother Corn, I'm doing it right. It's just that he's not in that area anymore because his level went up.
Yeah,
that's when I learned about levels.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. When you run into somebody, just because they have the ability to change your life doesn't mean that they have the time
that they have to
or they want to. That you might not have a brother, because I had sent product to his office, all of that. I didn't call the phone. Like, you know, I'm relentless.
Rich people something else.
Yeah.
Well, it's not always about and we could go about this on another show. I don't think that I was going to talk about different people and the things that they're doing. Like all the interviews and people you've run across here. You know what I mean? How many times have you seen Emmy in the Tubi movie?
I haven't.
All right. But I'm not going to go there.
Right.
Not today.
Right.
You know, some people just believe like they elevate to levels that they're not in. But that's also...
Praise God.
It's also a message that that's not the arena that it needs to be in. You know, absolutely, I believe that 100%.
I agree with you because I say this, right? We're positioning our product. I'm positioning this product for uniforms.
Right.
I'm positioning these products. Literally, I'm working on a campaign just for girl sports right now. I'm positioning in this product. God has given me on this journey over 300 affirmations. I have 300 quotes I could go to at any given time. I can open my phone and run down 20 of them right off the bell, right? Where God has painted these pictures for me in this work. So when I put it on a shirt, the shirt I got on right now is I'll be strong, I'll achieve, I'll actively pursue my dreams. Encourage me, I'm young, right?
Right.
That's the same quote I sent to Africa.
Wow.
Why did I do it on this shirt? Because I was talking to students. This was from a contract and with the school, right? And just trying to pour in to the people, our demographic 14 and 21. But in the future, we will do baby clothes, right? We will have slogans on bibs. Like, we have a strategic plan that this brand should be worn and it should be shared globally. And we already planted seeds in these other countries, and we're trademarked in China and Germany as we speak.
And another thing that people need to know is that this also funds the bigger picture.
Yeah, we kicking back to the work. We're also giving to the Conservancy of Eagles, because the bald eagle is almost extinct, and so we're giving to the Conservancy of the bald eagle as well. And we have fundraisers where your schools and programs can fundraise off the product and make a considerable amount. For us, it's getting the message to you in your life. I've got stories where grown men have worn their Emmy t-shirt to do presentations. I've gotten stories. We found that in every adult, there's a child that didn't get encouraged.
Right.
So the adults, literally, when they wear it into their home, the kids is going to take it. The kids take it because the kids understand it.
And I feel that 100%. Like I said, anybody who is interested in making a change and a difference, and you get something for the product, you know what I mean? Like, you paying for something, but you got something tangible to wear and to show. You know, because I'm young. I still need to be encouraged.
That's
you know,
right.
but don't encourage me by breaking my heart, because like you're gonna get fucked up. The next person, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I had a moment, but
in the research, right? In the research, there are so many. There are so many other stories to Emmy that people miss. The research. We laid over 630 T-shirts where children had been killed from 2004 to 2018. The last shirt was where my niece was murdered at Cooley. So that's when I started counting. Like, I was doing it so bad, I would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock, watch the early news. And I wasn't telling nobody until 2011 when my uncle told me I had to talk. I had to tell people what I've been doing. And I needed to keep count. So when you start thinking about when I started keeping count of that process, that was a lot of lives. Right. And a lot of homes needed the support of hope and encouragement. When I did the research on encouragement, because I never understood. You got to understand that Encourage Me, I'm Young was given to me in 1992 while working in an all-white daycare, because I couldn't understand why we called each other the N-word. I just could not understand that. So I was in between cutting hair. I was working at this all-white daycare when God gave me the words, Encourage Me, I'm Young. We put it on our basketball team. We put 40 young men in college from coaching at Ferndale High School.
Look at God.
Look at God, right? People used to stand by the basketball court and read the back of our boys' warm-up shirts. Today, right, when I came to the community, my son was at Halley, when I saw what was going on in the city, because I was coaching. And when you coaching at the level that we were coaching at, you are kind of not coherent to what's really taking place in the community.
Right.
And then when my son ended up at Halley Middle School, and I had started going to take him and go there, I started seeing these very problems that we see. In 2007, somebody referred me to this mother. I cannot remember this lady's name, but somebody referred me to this mother. She was a preacher. She lived out in Orchard Lake. She asked me to mentor her son. Every time I showed up to mentor her son, she paid me a considerable amount of money. Within 4 weeks, he got up and took off. She called me, asked me a bunch of questions, got with me, took me out to lunch, and literally handed me this nonprofit. You're going to need that. That woman is why I'm an author, a speaker, a mentor. She changed my life. Look, when God gave her, look at the story. 18 years, 23,000 youth, 18,000. I've got my own day in the state of Michigan, Calvin managed break. That means nothing. What means the most is all those lives.
Right.
Athletes. One of my kids, I'm posting today, just became a deacon.
Look at that.
At 16.
So I'm gonna slide over and change directions just for a second. We can get back to talking about Emmy, talk about Black Cookouts. We only got about 15 minutes left of the show. For those of you know that I kind of changed my tag to Lake Be Everywhere because everybody always asking me why I know about this and this, that, and the other. And part of the reason why I live my life the way I do is because life is precious. And to Calvin's point, I buried a brother 3 days before his 25th birthday, and that changed my life because living in the city of Detroit, when it comes to black men, we always say they won't live until 25, you know, and I had one that was really dear to me that got right there, didn't make it, you know, but I started living because that's the best thing we could do to encourage people. So I just want to let you guys know some of the things that Lake B got going on around the city. It is the summertime and time is going by way too fast. Today is July 1st. It's like fall already, all right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like for real. So as y'all see, we're doing the adult field trips. Holla at me if you're interested. I can give you more details on that. Now today is July 1st. Each and every Tuesday down in Campus Martius, they do tacos and trivia at the new Pavilion. If you guys seen that, they built this beautiful glass house. Everything is free. Same thing on July 3rd. I work for a young man, Scott Black, and he has his own product, Priva. Priva is doing big things in the city of Detroit, but they're also doing the Thursday markets at Cadillac Square. And not only Priva's down there, but you have a plethora of business owners down there trying to build up the community. So if you're down there, and they have food trucks. So if you're downtown on Thursdays between 11 and 3 p.m., you can shop and you can eat. We always like to shop and eat. On July 5th, we have Lighted Up Livernois. Now, everybody know the Fashion Ave, right? We got a lot of new African-American businesses down there, restaurants, shops, or whatever, but Lighted Up Livernois goes all day. So you could just walk with your family. You can see the arts. There'll be music down there. People have their shops open, and you can kind of go in and go out and just enjoy being a person in the city of Detroit. We also have on July 7th, Mindful Mondays. Now, Mindful Mondays is a meditation series that they do at the Gabriel Richard Park. We are all a little stressed. We all need to be able to relax and relate. You have to give yourself time to meditate or pray, go to church, whatever you do. But for those of you who are like, what can I do just to find some peace? Mindful Mondays is a great way to do it. Go by yourself. Give yourself that time. And then we're dancing in the D all the time, but on July 13th, you got the Hustle and Flow at Beacon Park. But every Friday at the Spirit of Detroit, they are teaching people how to ballroom. They are teaching people how to hustle, and we are outside. They're also outside. Campus Martials have Thursday movie nights. You could go with your family, and every single thing on this list that I mentioned today is for you and your children. You don't have to exclude your kids to have a great time. There's some night stuff. If you're looking for anything, my DM is always open. I'll find something for you to do, what club you're looking for. But we also want to make sure that we are including our children in our fun. But if you got a babysitter, do it without them. Trust me, I'm a single mom. I get tired of mine. It's okay. Nothing's wrong with it. But what is not okay is for you not to go outside, get some vitamin D, and enjoy this little bit of summer we have, because time go by like that. Where them fans at?
Okay, it goes by so quick.
But I just want you guys to get out there. This is the holiday weekend. We did it big for Juneteenth. You know, it don't matter where you stand when it comes to the 4th of July. I look at it as a family day. We ain't doing nothing. I look at it as a day that we all can be off from work. Mm-hmm. I don't care. Maybe they didn't give you Juneteenth off. I'm sorry about that. But they will give you the 4th of July off.
Right.
And it's a Friday.
And the brother started it. with one shot. Crispus Atticus is why Independence Day actually exists.
You got a little bit of snippet on that? I don't know.
Crispus Atticus is the person that took the first shot for us to become independent.
Okay.
So when they was talking about Paul Revere, they take away from that the black guy was the one that took the shot to break away from Britain in order for you to have it.
Independence. Oh, that makes sense because we do the first shot of everything. We just got to keep that momentum and encourage ourselves to know that we are powerful. We are superheroes. We can do anything. Like at the end of the day, you can do anything.
Yeah.
So going back to the black cookouts, right? Are your family doing something? Are you cooking? You didn't say you was cooking or not?
No, I'm really,
He's like, I don't know.
No, I'm not. I'm really in the middle of coming by your house, right? Looking at if I want to go see my brother, drive up. Like I got some time to myself for this month. I'm doing Cal. I just had a massage, back-to-back days.
I love that.
And get me some good workouts in, and I'm enjoying life this month. I'm still working, right? So it's all about the apparel. July 26th, we're doing a grand opening at the Southfield on Telegraph, where we are launching Lit Studios and Emmy Apparel, right? So we're gonna have live bands.
Will the museum be there? I could come.
Yeah.
Will the museum be around?
Yeah, I think Dave and a couple of guys would be there for sure.
Okay, so you guys don't know, like we're indirectly connected, but the Detroit Historical Museum does some work with Emmy.
Yeah.
And it's kind of dope to see that collaboration because we are trying our best to keep the culture going and what we can do to be a part of the community and change the way the museum look. It is Detroit history. We do have some free days coming up. I'll probably talk to you guys about that next week because the Concert of Colors is coming up and it's such a dope event. Like, people don't go to museums, but during the Concert of Colors, all the museums have music.
Yeah.
And you can just walk around and it's free days and it's music for everybody. But I'll have the official schedule next week.
Yeah, we're working on a couple of things together to do down there as well. But this month for sure.
But I definitely want more information about July 26th.
Yeah, it'll be wide open. We already got confirmation. A couple of people that's running for Southfield mayor to be there. We're gonna have a live band.
We love music.
Yeah, and BYOB.
We love BYOB.
And we'll have some stuff out there. And we'll keep it growing. I'm looking forward to just enjoying some days where it's just for me.
And that's kind of going back to what I just said because we work hard. People, you get burnt out. One of the crazy part, and this has been something that people have been talking about lately. I don't know the young lady's name, 40 years old, working 7 days, and then drop dead. We cannot do that to ourselves regardless of who we're trying to help, what family member don't have. We can't do anything.
Money is not your God, and I think too many people have made money their God.
Oh gosh, I love that.
Yeah, money. People will do anything for money. Money is not your God. If you understand that God is already inside of you waiting for you to make the right decisions to unlock what he has for you, is such an important piece to your journey. How do you find your right? There's several brothers that been inboxing me, man, I'm having a tough time. I say, listen, man, you got every tool within you. What you have to do, and people have to stop chasing materialism and find your purpose.
What's crazy? I've been battling my own bouts of depression and things, and I struggle with my blood pressure. Right? Depression causes high blood pressure.
Yeah.
And yesterday I went and she was like 160 over 100. I hadn't seen a number like that in about a year because I have been trying so hard not to succumb to the high blood pressure that I've had before. And I'm like, today I woke up happy and I checked my pressure and it just dropped.
Yeah.
I was back to 130 over 80. Like, just to make a conscious decision to lay in the bed last night and meditate and make a difference in the way I was thinking. Like, I'm gonna wake up. Yesterday I wasn't excited about the cookout. I was not. I'm like, people gonna be coming over and like they're gonna have expectations of me to entertain people. And then this morning I was like, man, we get to hang out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we get to be with our families and we get to do this one more time.
Yeah.
If that's not amazing.
Yeah, your appreciation will change that. It's the other thing is it's so much sugar and so many things that you have to back off. You got to figure out where that sugar, that hidden sugar is, because that hidden sugar will do it to you as well.
We're going to have you back because you got something going on with the diabetes thing.
I lost my mom to diabetes and like ice cream, stuff like that. Like, no. Pepsi's, Cokes, no. Because I watched her.
Right.
These were the things that they did back in the day. The gambling parties, the house parties with the gambling parties, you had to go. That's how I grew up. And then you saw Benson and Hedges menthol light and 2 Pepsis, right? And all of those people, and I tell the story because it's crazy. My mom lost her teeth by the time she was 42. Wow. Right? And everybody that was associated with her, my aunts and everything, they all had lost their teeth.
Okay.
Right? And so sugar, it was the one equation, because I got her to quit smoking, but the sugar was the one equation, and that was the equation where it's in everything. So she'd cut you for a double, give me a White Castle with a double cheese or order fries. You know, that was her thing. Give me 2 double cheeseburgers, not on my time. Right. So I was the defiant one, and then we all started defying it, right? Because the day that I spent with her, we're not taking the meds. We're going walking. And so those are the things that, you know, I don't have diabetes as big as I've gotten, and I don't have diabetes. I wasn't even borderline. And I believe it's because I wasn't messing with that sugar like that.
Well, that's a message for you there. Don't mess with that sugar.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drink my drink. But for real, this week, make sure that you hang out with your family and do something amazing. Bring them cards, bring them dominoes, make sure you got the right person on the grill, make sure you got the right sugarless macaroni and cheese. If you want to know what mac and cheese tastes like, come to my house because I'm going to make the best one.
I know that's right.
And then we ain't going to talk about that lactose because I'm at the point where I can't even eat my own mac and cheese. It's so retarded. Like, I hate it so bad. Because Jesus just took the guts. And I don't even know how that happened.
If you love your family, you can go to Emmy Apparel and get our family T-shirt, which says "Beautiful is the only way to say family."
Is it?
Nice.
Yeah, I have a T-shirt that says "Beautiful is the only way to say family."
Okay. Well, one more time, can we play the 2 commercials that we had? You guys, we love you so much. Remember, encourage me. I'm young. If you just put in EMIY, you're going to get the website and the apparel site. So you don't have to remember the whole thing. Just put in Emmy in your search icon, and that's going to come right up. You can buy a T-shirt. I'm buying one. You should buy one too. We'll see y'all next Tuesday, but the Rise and Grind Morning Show is here tomorrow, back with Old Knuckle Nuts. All right. Lippy. Deuces, y'all.
You see the way the strobe lights are dancing. I look in your eyes and I tonight. And baby, I'm up for taking chances. Oh, falling in love tonight. Falling in love tonight. And when the moon gets high, let's start with some kissing. I hear the wind whisper your name in the air. Last night you're the one I was missing, but tonight you're standing right there. It's like a movie, the DJ plays the soundtrack, and I feel like
We are more than a brand. We are a legacy. Emmy Apparel started back in 2004 through a nonprofit built to uplift and inspire. We've been in locker rooms, classrooms, living rooms, reminding young people to believe in their greatness. If you grew up on Run's house, you saw the grind, the brotherhood, the purpose. That same energy lives in Emmy. This isn't just apparel, it's a movement for students and athletes, for those who know they were born to lead. Emmy Apparel. Get your results.
Rise and grind, morning show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, 'cause